So, the first episode of the second season of Worst Ex Ever brings back attention to Wade Wilson, a man already widely discussed in true crime media for his violent crimes and manipulative behavior. The series revisits how his public image once attracted fascination online, even while he was being investigated for the murder of two women. But behind that attention is a long trial of harm that began much earlier, and one of the earliest people impacted was Kelly Matthews. Her experience is central to understanding how the situation escalated long before the later crimes that shocked the public. Kelly Matthews made wed through a dating site Plenty of Fish, where he used a false name and presented himself as someone entirely different. At first, he appeared charismatic, attractive, and convincing enough to quickly gain her trust. Like many people in similar situations, she didn't immediately suspect deception. He moved fast in the relationship, eventually staying with her under the excuse of needing temporary shelter. Over time, his behavior became increasingly erratic. He was unemployed, misleading about his identity, and often left without explanation, sometimes using her car, continuing to see other women while maintaining a relationship with her. As the relationship progressed, Kelly began noticing more serious red flags. Wade attempted to pawn her belongings, used drugs heavily, and showed escalating instability. She eventually asked him to leave and even tried to help him seek rehabilitation, but the situation took a darker turn when he became aggressive after being denied entry into nearby rehab facilities. Around this time, he left with another woman, Courtney, which marked a turning point in how events unfolded. Kelly later reported a violent assault that occurred during this period, describing a traumatic experience that she believed should have led to immediate legal consequences. However, when Kelly went to authorities, she felt she was not taken seriously. Despite her attempts to provide details and evidence of what had happened, the response from law enforcement was dismissive and no immediate action was taken against Wade. This lack of accountability allowed him to continue moving between relationship and identities. In the months that followed, he became connected to multiple other individuals, further complicating the pattern of abuse and manipulation surrounding him. Later developments in the case involved additional victims, including Christine Melton and Diane Roos, whose death ultimately brought widespread attention to Wade Wilson's action. For Kelly, this event reinforced the belief that earlier intervention might have changed the outcome and potentially saved lives. She has since spoken publicly about her experience, emphasizing how the warning signs were overlooked and how easily the situation escalated once they were ignored. Courtney, another woman connected to Wade during this time, has maintained a different perspective, at times defending him despite his later confession to serious crime. This contrast in accounts has created ongoing tension between those involved, particularly as more information about the case become public. Today, Kelly Matthews has moved forward with her life but continues to deal with the long term effects of what she experienced, both emotionally and physically. She has spoken about planning to write a book focused on battered women and survival, hoping to use her story to help others recognize warning signs earlier. She also remains connected to some individuals linked to the case and continues to reflect on how differently things may have ended if her concerns had been taken seriously from the beginning. Thank you for watching. Bye.